What's going on, guys? My name is Cezar King. Welcome to the brand new Maximizing Muscle Growth series, where each and every week I'll be breaking down new strategies, showing you how to maximize muscle growth, showing you the best things to do to get quicker, better, more productive gains at the gym. So let's kick it off with today's introduction episode, where I'll be showing you the 3 main mistakes I've made as a beginner, the 3 things I wish I knew when I first started going to the gym, when I first started lifting weights, the 3 things that will help you maximize your muscle growth immediately if you implement them. So let's get straight into it. So the first thing I wish I knew when I first started out is the power of compound movement when trying to gain muscle. The first time I started to make serious gains, serious progress at the gym was the time when I became good at performing compound exercises. So movements that involve more than one muscle group per exercise. Movements like the barbell bench press, the deadlift, the bent over row, the squat, the shoulder press. As soon as I became good at those exercises and I continuously did them over and over again, boom, my results blew up. So I wish I knew that when I first started out, because during my first year of training, I just focused on isolation moves. So movements that focus on targeting a particular muscle group. As an example, the bicep curl, the triceps extension, the chest press, these were the type of exercises that I just focused on during my first year of lifting. And although I was able to make some sort of progress, the progress was pretty slow and it wasn't very significant. And the time everything changed was the time when I just started to focus on getting good at compound exercises. And all of this happened by accident, is only because I started to collect equipment inside of my garage, and I turned my garage into a home gym. And the only things that I had access to was a barbell, some weights, and a rack. So I was forced to just focus on those compound movements, and because of that, I became good at performing those moves. And the result, 6 months down the line, boom man, serious gains. So if I compare my first year of training to 6 months of just performing the compound moves, you can see a world of a difference. So the first thing that I wish I knew, the first thing I wish I knew when I started out was the power of compound movements, the power of becoming good at compound movements. And I want to emphasize me saying becoming good at compound movements. What you want to do is first spend a little time on learning how to perform those moves correctly. Once you know that you are performing them with good form, you can start hammering at those exercises, really becoming good at them, really trying to improve on them, and that will help you promote muscle gains like no other isolation exercise could. And that's not to say that isolation exercises are bad. There is a time and place where you should use the isolation movements, you should put them inside of your routine, but the thing that you should prioritize is compound movements, really becoming good at those lifts, especially the main 5, the bench press, the squat, the deadlift, the shoulder press, and the bent over row. If you can master those 5 moves, you will be making progress. So that's the thing that I wish I knew first. Now, the second thing that helped me maximize muscle growth, and the second thing that I wish I knew when I first started out, was improving my mobility. I wish I started to improve my mobility way earlier during my lifting career than I did, because what mobility does is it allows your body to get into the right position during the exercises. So as an example, if you are performing a bent over row, there are ways that you should position your body during this exercise so you can target the correct muscles during a movement. If you lack the mobility inside of your hips, you will be unable to bend forward with the bar to the sufficient depth that allows for maximum muscular engagement inside of your back. So if you lack the mobility inside of your hips, you will simply perform this exercise in a wrong way and you will not be able to maximize muscle growth. So the first thing that you have to do in this case is fix the hip mobility issue. You have to start performing corrective exercises that will help you open up the hips, and once you fix this issue, you can start performing every exercise in the correct way. This is just one example of how a mobility issue can hinder your progress. Same thing applies to different body parts. Let's say you're trying to improve the size of your chest, you're performing chest exercises, but you slouch over and your shoulders remain rounded during the chest exercises. There's no way you're going to be able to maximize your gains inside of your chest. First thing that you will have to do is fix the mobility issue inside of your shoulders, open up your chest, and get yourself into the correct position during a chest workout, and that way you'll be able to maximize the muscle growth. So instead of you being slouched and pressing in this position, you need to fix up the shoulder mobility issue, get into the correct position, and then that way you'll be able to start pounding those weights, maximizing the gains inside of your chest. So fixing mobility issues is crucial, but it's such an underlooked thing. Most of the people at the gym wouldn't go in and try to improve on their mobility because all you want to do is just perform those exercises and get out. So the second thing I wish I knew a little bit earlier is that fixing my mobility will help me improve muscle gains. And if you do lack mobility in any of the areas on your body, whether this is going to be your ankles, your hips, your shoulders, you will first need to perform corrective exercises to fix that mobility, and that way you'll be able to maximize muscle growth. So if you are tight, or if you're performing the exercises and you feel there is something wrong, fix up your mobility, focus on that, and you will be able to get much better results once you're done with fixing your mobility than you're getting right now. So do that thing, it's a crucial step. Right, so the third thing I wish I knew when I first started out is the power of keeping a training log, of tracking your workouts in some kind of way and then going back to that log when you're performing the same routine and trying to improve on what you've done the last week. That's the only way for you to gain muscle. This is called progressive overload. So as an example, if you're trying to grow your chest and you use the bench press exercise, if on week 1 you're going to perform the bench press with 60 kilo for 10 reps, by week 12 supposedly you should be able to perform this exercise with a few more kilos on a bar. So let's say as an example, 70 kilo for 10 reps. Now this is the only way for you to build muscle. You need to either get progressively stronger with the exercise, you're either going to have to perform the exercise with more reps, or you're going to have to perform it with better form. One of these three things is required for you to make gains at the gym. Now, the only way for you to know that you are maximizing the progressive overload is for you to keep a training log somewhere where you can write down your workouts, you can write down exactly what you did during that session, and then next week when you perform those exercises again, you can try and improve by either increasing the weight, increasing the amount of reps, or performing this exercise with better form. This is a crucial step. Without this, you're not gonna make any gains. Don't make the mistake of thinking that you will remember exactly what you've done last week, because you won't. I can guarantee you that. You won't remember what you've done on your 4 sets of bench press plus all the 100 other exercises that you're going to be performing. So make sure you keep a training log, and then when you go back to the gym, use that log, keep logging your exercises, keep improving. That way you're going to be maximizing muscle growth. So these are the 3 main things I wish I knew before I started going to the gym, before I started lifting weight. Now guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as a bonus thing, I put together a 5-step training series showing you the exact process I've taken during my 8-week transformation, where I was able to put on 5.7 kilos of lean mass during that time. So if you want to find out how to maximize your gains, I'll be showing you the exact 5 steps that you need to go through to get better results. Inside of this training, we'll be covering some techniques that can help you get 52 weeks of gains in 12 weeks if you utilize those strategies in the correct way. So make sure to click the link in the description and access the free training to find out exactly what you need to do to maximize muscle growth. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel to get notified about future episodes of this series. I'm excited to share this stuff with you, and for now, I'm out.